Hi. The previous videos are, I looked them over, they are so serious. And so this one I want to start with a smile and a laugh because I'm really a fun person. Anyway, this section is about gluing on the top. So all you really need to start with is some Elmer's white glue, and you'll need the hose clamps to attach, a screwdriver to work the hose clamps, and I've had this head soaking. This has been soaking actually for 2 days, but that's not necessary. A couple hours is enough. So to start, we want to put, see how I've left a little space where there isn't any fabric. So you can actually do this step before you put the fabric on. Or you can put the, or you can put the fabric on first and then come back to this. So all you want to do, and again I use my finger, some people use brushes, is you want to spread a bunch of glue on this outside edge. Be generous, because even if it runs or goes somewhere else, it dries clear. I probably should have thought of a joke to tell while I'm doing this. It's kind of boring to watch, huh? Anyway, keep doing this. A ½ inch to 1 inch is enough. This one's probably, I'm redoing this head. As you can see, it already has fabric on it. I don't think you can see, but there's staple marks. This is one of my earliest drums, and it's only like about 5 years later that I've had to take the head off and redo it. So these are very sturdy and they last a long time. And mine take a pretty good beating, a couple times a week. Okay, so now we have that on. Then, I'm not sure if it's necessary or not, but I put some on this edge too, on the top. Okay, now I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back with my husband, my assistant, and we will together put the head on. Okay, the next step is to take your head out of the water. Like I said, this one's been soaking forever, but a couple hours is fine. Then it's a good idea to dry it off a bit. I just have a towel here that I'm dabbing it with. Now another thing to really remember is if you have packcloth, and I think it's all like this, if you have a shiny side, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but this has like a dull side and a shiny side. And you want to glue it on shiny side up, because it won't, if you do it the other way, it won't stick to the shiny side. I've had heads come off. So that's it for you. Just get it pretty well dried off. And now we'll glue it onto the head and put the hose clamps on. I like to fold it in half. Remember, shiny side up. You can just lay it on the head. Make sure there's plenty of space on both sides to pull. And 2 of us are going to do this, but 1 person can do it. It's just a little more difficult. And Michael's a lot stronger than me, so I like to have him to, pull it really tight. So you get the hose clamps on there, and you clamp it down. You start to clamp it down just enough to get it tight so it doesn't fall down off the drum. Depending on what size hose clamps you get, you'll either be daising together 2 or 3. It doesn't really matter. You just need to get enough that you can get around the head. Now it's fairly tight. Do a little more. Now Michael's going to start pulling. Then when he pulls, I tighten. Then he goes like 180 degrees and pulls again. And you can see the pack cloth move, so you'll be able to tell what's going on. Just tighten it a little bit at a time. He's going to work his way all the way around. There's a little bit of a cleat there, so he's going to go ahead and pull that out. There we go. All right. And occasionally, depending on how you pull it, you'll get a egg shape instead of a circle, but that's okay. If you don't mind, they still work well. Tighten it again. Now let's turn it this way a little. There's a little pleat over there so they can see. And I see that this one, because it's a redo. Okay, can you stop there a second, Michael? It does have a little bit of an egg shape. So he's going to take that egg shape and go on those sides and see if it'll pull. Is it already tight? You just keep pulling till you see no movement in the head. The tighter you do it, actually, the higher the pitch. So I didn't see any movement, did you?
No.
Okay, so I think we're done. So I give it one last tight clamp, and then sounds pretty good. So that's the end of this. The next step will be to let it sit overnight and dry. And then the final step is to cut this excess off.